on EA Sports.
New York, Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Darnold from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity. The offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Down, New York.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Gore. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And the whole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Another try on 2nd down for Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Hardman on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a...
His 2nd extra point here in the first half. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next. Coaches talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. can't take it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in. Your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score, Chiefs 7, Steelers 0.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Hardman on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Made by Mike Hilton.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Chiefs take over first and
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it, and now allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he finds who else? Watkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 50-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Past the 20. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Roethlisberger will throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Off the option, that's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got rocked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 19, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Steelers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Claypool.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Johnson.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dancing to his left. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd down and 3.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
3rd down.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
15.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Right back to Connor here on 1st. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this will be the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Holding them when they needed to and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, come on.
On second down, Mostert.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
42-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there.
And that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go toward it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. L.J. Collier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
15-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out to his left. He'll run it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Mitch,
so all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Steps away. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Seattle.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And this is Carson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
George Kittle.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 70 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A pass underneath for Carson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 12-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
And incomplete. It's 4th down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line, and this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, 49ers 13. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson being chased out and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The drive starts with a completion left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Ball carrier.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better,
Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
15 yards on the play, first down. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, 29 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Buccaneers 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Cody Barton on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 38, Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks,
from the gun, it's Brady. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier. Quandre Diggs on the tackle.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Rolling to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they work this out past the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Out under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't.
Wilson hit. It's loose. Up by the Buccaneers. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off, and off we go from Seattle. Oh, twisting away.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee.
From 13 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
3-yard line.
Rolling to his left. Short throw to Disley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he tried.